We both know why you're here. You are desperate for love, and I have had in 2-month-old braids, and I am sick. Cause I ain't got no time for all these stupid game. Anyways, today, girl, let's just get into it. Today, because of one of my lovely followers, Aisha, we are going to be watching Love is Blind Season 5. Now, if you haven't seen, I already did a video, like literally, God, get out of my hair. I already did a video about Love is Blind, I believe the queer version, Season 3 maybe. And that was tea. That was a key. Hi, editing Anika. I love that I look bald, but the confidence at which I was talking about that, and it's literally The Ultimatum. And don't worry, I get into that later on in the video about how they need to distinguish those shows a little better, but you get the point. But this time, I'm gonna be taking out my braids while I watch every episode, and every episode I'm gonna give you my response to. Hold on, let me tell you what Love is Blind is first. Now, if you don't watch Love is Blind and you're just here because you love me and I'm so gorgeous, let me tell you, Love is Blind is a Netflix reality dating show where basically the contestants are meeting each other in pods. So they're behind a wall and their date is on the other side. They get to talk to each other for a couple of weeks until inevitably one of them proposes and they see each other for the first time after they are engaged. And then they get to live their lives as a married couple, testing the experiment.
Will you say I do to the person you fell in love with right here, sight unseen? Or will you choose to walk away forever?
Is love truly blind?
Can you really be in love with somebody that you haven't seen before? You can tell the show is a little cuckoo. It's a little nuts. So I haven't seen it yet. I'm excited. People are saying that this season is tea. I got these braids done August 20th and today is October 13th, and I'm really proud of myself. I usually keep braids in for like a month and a half, but she went a strong solid 2 months. And I think honestly what helps is that with boho braids, even if they get messy and like kind of bummy and like tangle and knotty, it kind of feeds into the look, you know what I mean? Wear your boho braids until they're hobo braids, you know what I mean? Like, I like the little look, you know what I mean? But the roots, she's getting crazy. Let's get a close up. So as you can see, we getting to that point. Yeah, she don't even got parts no more. Like, it's serious. This is the amount of growth that we got going on. Hold on, let me get another one. So I'm literally just gonna start by oiling my scalp, and I'm gonna come back after I've watched the first episode and we're gonna see how many braids I already got out, okay? I lied. Obviously you have to see me cut my hair because every black girl that takes out her braids always is hopeful that it's much longer than it actually is, and that's so real. So I'm gonna cut down here because I know the front of my head is not this long. Damn, scissors is trash. This joint cutting one strand at a time. Yo, I hope to God my hair is not this long. Damn, I really gotta take my braids out. Oh, and then I have to come back when I cut them all so that I could be like, oh my goodness, a bob looks so good. Every black girl does that.
4 weeks where you'll make the biggest decision of your life.
Will you say I do to the person you fell in love with right here, sight unseen?
Also, another thing, I'm gonna need Netflix to start differentiating their shows a little bit more, because when people was like, oh, there's a new season of Love is Blind out, I'm like, girl, I just watched something the other day. Mind you, I'm talking about The Ultimatum. And I know Netflix think they doing a big one by having The Ultimatum have silver cups and Love is Blind having gold cups, but babe, it's not that different. It's not different enough. Like, you have Nick Lachey and Vanessa Lachey hosting both of them. These shows don't feel different enough. Like, I need some structural differences. Like, we need a different interior designer in these places because these look like the same shows. Oh, and hot take, I think they're putting these shows out way too fast. Like, when Love is Blind first came out, mamas, the cultural impact that she had, everybody and their mama knew about Lauren, knew about Lauren's man, I forgot his name, whatever, everybody was talking about it. But now, it's like Netflix is not even giving the seasons a minute to breathe so that people could get all their theories out, all their opinions out, all their before they put out the next one. I didn't even get to stop caring about the last cast, and now I gotta learn a whole new set of names. We're starting at 4:55. I love that you can't see it. Let's see how long it takes me to take out these braids. This is the moment of truth. We're gonna find out how long my hair actually is. Let's see. Okay. I think I can cut this a little shorter. No, I'm so sorry. I know I'm only supposed to come back when I finish the episode. I'm still watching episode 1. But after I cut that next piece shorter because that other one was short, because look, this one lands here. I just undid this braid. Look at how long the braid goes. And look at how short I cut. God, please tell me I didn't cut my hair, please. All right, y'all. First episode done. And now my reaction. Love is Blind is not complete on the first episode if somebody is not viciously boo-hooing, crying down about somebody they met like a week or 2 ago, which is so real.
I just have had a lifetime of really wondering always why. And here I am, even being vulnerable, being completely transparent with you.
Relatable. But something that really stood out to me, on all of these Love is Blind, Ultimatum, Netflix shows, they will always cast that one stereotypical Latina who is loud and crazy, and then they'll be like, I'm crazy because I'm Latina. And I can say that because I'm Latina. Anyway, but Lydia's really quirky and cool. I don't know. I feel like she's definitely gonna have drama this season just because she's giving me like vivacious personality. But the thing that stood out the most to me, Uche and this girl Aaliyah, right? They've been vibing, they like each other. Oh my god, so much in common, so cute, whatever, da-da-da. Aaliyah admits that she has cheated in the past. She's cheated once in the past on her previous boyfriend because she wasn't being pleased downstairs, if you know what I mean. Like, she wasn't getting, you know, the kind of loving that she wanted, right? And she said, she admitted that she cheated on him or whatever, da-da-da. Mind you, she didn't have to tell the truth. She did not have to come on TV and admit to cheating on her previous boyfriend. And now, I understand, me personally, I'm somebody who is vehemently against cheating. I think it's very disrespectful. I think it's also far more psychologically damaging than a lot of people will admit. It is hurtful. I have never cheated on somebody, and I would never cheat on somebody. But I know people who have cheated on people before, you know what I mean? And I don't think that it makes them a bad person. I don't think they're any less of a person because they've cheated. Like, you know, people make mistakes or whatever, and some people's moral compass is different than others at different phases in their life. She admits that she cheated on her boyfriend 2 years prior. Why Uche moving stink like she cheated on him?
Really satisfied for 2.5 years.
When was this?
2 years ago.
Oh boy, you're a recent cheater.
Not like that, Uche. Don't.
And I'm not saying you can't be mad at somebody else cheating. Like, you can't be like, damn, that's messed up. Uche is like, oh, so you're a recent cheater. Oh, 2 years ago? That isn't that long ago. Like, how do you, first of all, 2 years ago is a very long time. Like, are you the same person that you were 2 years ago? Anika from 2021 versus Anika in 2023, completely different vibe. And it sucks because I sympathize with her. I don't sympathize necessarily with cheating, but I sympathize with her because she's somebody who made a mistake, admits that she's felt guilt for so long about it. She is at a place where she can admit her wrongs, and the person that she's supposed to be like in love with and get married to, he's like judging her hardcore. Like, I feel like the appropriate response for that, because don't get me wrong, it is a red flag if the person that you're dating has cheated on somebody, because a lot of people repeat similar mistakes. I'm not judging him for being mad that she cheated, but he's judging her as if she's a bad person, you know what I mean? And it's like, you need to give her the space to like accept, because he didn't admit. He said that he cheated when he was 18. Like, he literally was trying to make it seem like he's better than her. And I don't like that. He was like, yeah, I cheated once. Oh, don't, like, I'm not gonna, like, fault you. I cheated once, but that was when I was 18. And, like, it was nasty. I don't know. maybe I'm crazy, but to me, his reaction to a mistake she's made 2 years before knowing him, that's a bigger red flag to me than her cheating and admitting that she cheated on her partner. Like, that, I could be wrong. Editing Anika here, and I just woke up and I'm editing this, but I feel like I'm always fighting the booger allegations. I do not have a booger in my nose. 98% of the time, if you think I have a booger, I don't. I just lack nose hairs. So if at any point in this video it look like I have a booger, you're literally just looking at the base of my nostril. I'm sorry. Let's move on. I also did the entire back left quadrant. So I did this square. I have 3 more squares to go. Let's go to episode 2. Also, nobody else was really that outstanding and memorable for me to talk about. So I'm going to talk about what I want to talk about. I did go get soup because, come on, this is like an all-day affair. I've been here for what? Right now it's 6:51. I've been at this almost 2 hours. Also, shout out to this season because they're breaking gender name norms. We have a dude named Izzy. We got a girl named Johnny. You know what I mean? I like to see things switching it up. You know what I mean? Episode 2 done. Now, we've already exchanged our first I love yous.
What would you most regret not having told someone?
That I love you.
I was going to say the same thing.
Of course. And we already have our archetype going of that one couple that everybody likes and they don't have any drama and they seem to be really in love. That's JP and Taylor. I like them, but she did say a little line that I was like, girl, what? Why did you say that?
A lot of people will think physical attraction is like a huge thing, but I don't know what color he is. I literally don't know what he looks like. I don't know what he looks like, you know? And
when she said that, I was like, what you mean what color he is? Like, that's kind of, like, I feel like most people be like, I don't know what race he is. Like, I don't know why she said color, but I feel like this episode didn't give me too much. And I don't know about y'all, sometimes I be having to watch Love is Blind and The Ultimatum at like 125 speed because they just be like filling it up with silence, with little stammers. Speed it up. These episodes be 47 minutes and I know they could bring it down to 30. Nobody else is really standing out to me unless I'm forgetting it. The original black couple that I was talking about, the one with the girl that cheated, they made up, which is fine, whatever. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. And now people are starting to meet each other. So JP and Taylor, they're the first engaged people. So they're gonna meet up right now. I like them. I think it'll work. I know that I have some mental issues I have to work through. I hate seeing the couples kiss for the first time because it is physically painful to me.
You're really pretty.
Ew. Hi. So I'm watching episode 3 with Taylor and JP meeting, and at first I'm like, oh my god, they're the couple that everybody loves and they're gonna be perfect. I'm gonna put my little guess out that I don't think they're gonna last just based off of this thing she said.
in the real world, I probably wouldn't have gone after him. Like, you know, he has a gap. I'm not going to go after him because of his teeth. Like, that's so stupid to not be with someone because of their teeth, you know? Looks don't matter to me anymore.
My thing is, imagine you fall in love through the pods, whatever, y'all get married, da da da. He's gonna have to see this afterwards and be like, damn, so you ain't like my gap? Like, I don't know. Y'all, I felt like Uche and Taylor wasn't gonna work out on Uche's side because something about him was giving a little funny, mysterious. Why he about to break some news that he been lying to her this whole time?
I haven't been completely honest with you. One of my dates, on the first day, I walked into the pod. It is a girl that I have dated in the past.
I have not seen this, and I swear I don't know who it is. I want to say, what if it's the Spanish shorty? What if it's Lydia? Because earlier when Uche was talking to her about what he said, something about her face.
It's Lydia.
I knew it. On my life. Episode 3 done. I did the back half. I still got quite a bit to go. It is 8:28 right now. I knew Lydia was a funny lady. I knew she was a funny. Yo, one thing about my gut, I know a weird person. I know somebody I can't vibe with immediately. When I meet that. And something about that lady, she wasn't just giving, oh, fun, charismatic, out there Latina. She was giving fishy. She was giving fishy. And I just said to y'all that Uche was giving me fishy because I don't know about y'all, but I think you kind of have a radar for it after it happens. But if you a girl and you ever dated a man who kind of didn't like you, you can see the red flags from a million miles away. Like when y'all joking, he's kind of like dissing you, but in a joking way. I don't know how to explain it. Like when Uche and Aaliyah was in the pods, it was giving that. Like she's giving like sweet giddy, she like him, and he's giving me like I don't know, weird vibes. I'm excited because now we get into some damn tea on this show. Also, the next drama, something about this arc in Love is Blind will always annoy me because it always happens and it's nobody's fault. But when somebody is speaking to two people, then they're like, oh my god, I'm battling so hard, like I don't know who to choose.
Bad song for you on the world's smallest violin.
They always choose the worst person. They always choose the worst person. And it's like, it almost feels like the writers are telling them to choose the wrong person because they always choose the wrong person. Like last season, right? Last season they had the nerdy couple that ended up getting married. I can't remember their names right now. The nerdy couple that ended up getting married, I think that they were so perfect for each other. They're so alike. He ended up choosing another shorty over her, and that made such a big rift unnecessarily in their relationship because they were perfect from the beginning. So now in this season, Johnny is talking to Chris and is talking to Izzy. And then we gotta get into Izzy because, hold on. Izzy, to me, he gives me the kind of toxic man that doesn't realize he's toxic. There's different kinds of toxic men. There's men who are bold and in your face with the toxicity, like the kind of person Future portrays himself to be, you know what I mean? Like the kind of dudes that will tell you like, you're not my girlfriend, like they're gonna play you to your face. Then there's the dudes who try to be emotionally present, that try to be savvy and also intelligent and talk and oh my god, I want to hear about your feelings. But any little riff, they're running, they're shutting down, they're excluding you. He doing a little bit too much weirdness, a little too much flip-floppy, a little bit too much shutting down. He don't give me emotionally secure and emotionally stable enough to be in a relationship with somebody. But anyways, Johnny thought that that was hot, sexy, and fine, so she chose Izzy, Mr. Emotionally Unstable, over Chris, who liked her, was consistent, was upfront about his feelings, and told her off rip, you're it for me. They had good chemistry, they had good conversation, but nobody ever wants what's right for them. So she chooses Izzy. Izzy's like, actually, shorty, I don't want you. And she's gonna go back and double back to Chris. And it's so sad because you can tell Chris is mad genuine. Turns out shorty's saying two different things to two different people. I don't know. Also, another commentary, before I even found out that Lydia was fake, I don't think that Lydia likes Milton the way that Milton likes Lydia. And I think even if they meet up and get engaged, I think when they spend those 2 weeks together at their real apartment, it's gonna be done from there. Like, I do not think that lady like him for real. Let's get to episode 4.
Hello? Who's this?
My name is Uche.
Fuck!
That's not the...
Any girl that goes as hard as Lydia was going to be Aaliyah's friend, I knew it was fake. Bro, the first day Aaliyah came crying about Uche, Lydia's holding shorty's hand on her knees talking about, we are so alike. We are just like each other. You're just like me. Like, I know you and me are so similar. You wouldn't even know.
She's been telling me multiple times, like, I just see myself in you. Like, we are almost the same woman, you know? It's just weird.
Mama, you just met her a week ago. And what you mean by y'all are similar is that you want the same man she want at some point in time. Girl, she's weird. I don't care. I'm gonna keep interrupting it because this is crazy. We still on episode 4. He literally has so much time to tell her that and mind you, he said him and Lydia was dating for months. So you know he banged shorty and he's talking to her now best friend. That's nutso, bro. And this was Mr. screaming down, hooting, hollering the place about her cheating. Mind you. Anyways, not a reaction video. Like, I'm not supposed to be like, oh my God, look at this, and they're reacting. This episode is insane to me because now Aaliyah is like saying, you know, she's like a sister to me. I know she'll be an amazing aunt. I just want to have this sister to sister moment. Like, we not registering that shorty fake.
Okay.
I love her and I love you. So we're gonna get through it.
That's what's getting me. But now I'm gonna give y'all a prediction. I am 7 minutes into episode 4. Uche still want her. Because I don't know why he in here putting on waterworks. He asking how Lydia feel about Milton. He want her. And I'm gonna put the assumption that when everybody meets up, he gonna do some funky stuff, mess up him and Aaliyah's relationship. Let's just put that prediction out there.
No, and my point is, I think any sane person or engaged person would take these one earring, ring, whatever, that you don't even know who they belong to and fucking throw them away.
Now, this whole beef between Izzy and, I don't remember what his girlfriend's name is, whatever, is blowing mine because as a girl, I feel like all girls know, you know when you just like are irked by something and so you just keep making it bigger and you make it harder. I just think she's going mad hard for no reason. So basically, he has like a lost and found drawer where he like keeps random things from whoever's been to his house. I understand how as his partner that would be upsetting. I don't like when my partners keep too many sentimental things. Like, come on, relax. Like, you was in a relationship, that's fine. Like, but I don't think that it's like, she's like angry. Like, she's like really upset and irritated that he would even keep these earrings. And it's just like, I feel like if you express that this makes you uncomfortable, I feel like in any relationship, you and your partner are gonna have different standards for different things, have different rules and different ways you feel about things. I feel like if she just communicated, hey, that makes me really uncomfortable that you would keep that, you would hope his response would be like, oh, I really wouldn't want to make you uncomfortable, like, it's not a big deal, I would throw it away. But like, she's just going straight into like, you are insane as a person. I shouldn't even have to tell you that you should get rid of it. You know what I mean? I don't know, like, she's just like kind of dragging it, kind of being weird. And it turns out she's rich. I don't know, whatever. And like, not even to be like a pick me easygoing girl, but like, why is she so offended about paper plates? Like, okay, I'm sick of us making excuses for men. As a grown man, you should have Tupperware. You should have actual plates that you serve things on or whatever, But whatever, you like a man and he dumb, like most men are dumb. You help him change, whatever. But she literally is like, oh, so if you were to cook me dinner, you would have served me on a paper plate? Damn, bitch, why are you so offended? Like, damn, like, okay, he would have served you on a paper plate. Now what? You hate him? I don't know. It's weird.
The house that she's worked her ass off for and all the rest of that.
Just like, you know, like this is going to be our place, like an AC unit goes out, you're going to be like, can you help me cough out $20,000 and replace this thing tomorrow kind of thing.
Especially with that.
Still on Stacey and Izzy. Like, I think Izzy might be right. Like, Stacey is giving me materialistic rich girl problems, but that's her. That's how she grew up, you know what I mean? I do kind of feel like maybe this show probably wasn't for her, because it's like, if you coming from this amount of wealth, I don't think that she could put her pride aside to be with a man that don't got that money, because her family literally said Stacey's somebody who travels a lot, like, and that's a lot of money, like, you know, what are you gonna do? So I don't know. And she even said like things for her are deal breaker. So it's like, when you went into the pods, you thought all the men in there was gonna be rich? You know what I mean? I don't know. It's kind of rubbing me the wrong way. Her family seems like nice, but they definitely are giving me like, oh, he's poor. Like, So, remember how Izzy was battling between Stacey and Johnny, and like, he ended up choosing Stacey? And remember how Johnny was picking between, girl, these names is too hard to remember. She was picking between two other white men, right? Please tell me why, after Izzy and Stacey got together, why Johnny and, is his name Chris, got together. So now they're with each other's exes basically. Like, this is crazy. Sorry, I actually just remembered that Chris was Johnny's second choice. Remember how she was picking between Izzy and then Izzy picked somebody else, so she went back to him? But he actually had a backbone and he denied her.
Excited to hear your voice every time, and it kind of hurts hearing that you don't think I am exciting. I don't want to be just like a secure pick. I want to be what you're excited for every day.
Turns out that backbone was a little soft because now they're together.
Chris is my boyfriend. After Chris and I ended things in the pods, we did meet at the airport, and then I feel like the second we met, the connection was still there.
Anika here. I just didn't record this, but this next scene is Uche feeling the need to confront Lydia. So he's like going around telling people like, where's Lydia, whatever, and then he finds her and he's like, oh, can I talk to you? And so they go sit down at a table and this is what he says.
What?
So they're sending me screenshots of your profile and saying this girl has been watching my stories for weeks. Going through my followers and you were picking out girls to watch their stories.
Why would I even do that?
I think Uche is weird. And look, I am fully willing to admit that I'm biased. I support women's rights and their wrongs. But to me personally, I do not understand what Uche would need to talk to Lydia about. Like, what is him talking about? Oh, you a couple months ago you used to stalk girls who you thought I was talking to. Like, they sent me the screenshots of you reading. Like, what does he want her to say? You know, and he's trying to frame it like she was stalking him. TBH, again, what I think what Lydia did was weird, whatever. TBH, any man that says his ex-girlfriend is crazy or stalking him, you have to raise a red flag. And I'm not gonna say it's false, because I know dudes who have some ex-girlfriends that literally go hard, like weird, embarrassing, stalking type stuff, you know what I mean? But the way he's framing it, like, she literally said she had her intuition, so she opened a drawer. He's trying to make it seem like, oh, she's crazy, she went through all of my things, when in reality he cheated on her, and that's why she went through his things and confronted him. You know what I mean? It's like, and on top of that, even if she's crazy, stalking, whatever, she's with someone else right now. She's actively not stalking you. She's not doing anything towards your relationship. I don't understand why Uche felt the need to talk to her. And what was the compromise he wanted? Did he want to be like, sorry for stalking you? Like, he broke up with Aaliyah. So I just don't understand. And that's what's making me feel like he's a liar. I feel like he's a liar. I feel like he's weird. And I feel like there's more to the story that he's letting on. Like, he really and truly had no reason to speak to Lydia, but I digress.
I was just trying to be the nice guy and be like, okay, it's me, not you. I can literally read you the last text message I ever sent her. I said, you're an amazing person. Don't change. I think if Milton says yes at the altar, that would be one of the biggest mistakes that he's ever made.
All right, y'all, we on episode 8 and we in the kitchen because now I gotta wash the dishes and watch this show because it's taking very long. But I think that this is so weird that Uche, because now we on episode 8 and he's still talking to him. Now he's talking to her man. He's talking to Milton. And he's like trying to convince him not to be with her. And I think that is so weird because it's like, if this girl is like stalking you, well, she stalked you, you don't like her, whatever, wouldn't you be happy to get her off your hands? Like, it's like, it's not like she's killing people, you know what I mean? So it's like, it's not like he's saving him from something. Like, he's like, I think if he married her, it'd be the worst mistake in his life. What does that have to do with you? If they're in a happy relationship, like, people fail to understand, people are different in relationships that they're in. Just because you got a person a certain way, that does not mean that they're gonna be that same person with whoever else they're with. People bring out different things in other people. And I just think it's weird that he's literally trying to convince him like, oh no, yeah. And the thing is, again, even the worst case scenario, if Lydia came to this experiment for him, like she came and she knew he would be there, Lydia still put her best foot forward to actually find love. It wasn't like she just came here because she knew he was here, and then when he didn't want her, she left. She didn't try with nobody else. She actually tried with someone else, and she is supposedly in love with him. You know what I mean? It's like, it makes no sense, and it's okay. I don't like Uche.
Okay, so I don't want this to affect like your relationship with her at all, but I think I would be a bad friend if I didn't come to you and tell.
He is the oddest man I ever met. Editing Anika here, I'm so annoyed because in these next couple of clips of me, I have something on the corner of my mouth, and like, I hate when I record something and I have something on my face, because now I can't even take it serious, but just ignore it, okay? But I am so proud of Milton for the way he defended her. Like, I was almost afraid because, you know, in the beginning, Milton, he was looking for any excuse to get up out there, but he really defended her, and I like the way he defended her, because I feel like a lot of times as women, you kind of want your man to be like, shut the hell up, don't talk about her. But the way he shut him down, it was so good and so nonchalant. He was just like, okay, that's your experience of what happened, and she has a different experience. That's fine. Like, you could tell Uche wanted so badly for Milton to be like, oh my goodness, she's like that, she's crazy, for him to side with him, and he felt so dumb when Milton did not care. Embarrassing. And you know that Uche is weird as hell because he's sitting here arguing with women right after. I told y'all that man was weird from the beginning.
Sure. About Lydia, so if y'all want to talk about that,
Nah, doesn't matter where you go. Yeah, leave. No, don't call me bitter.
You are bitter.
You're so pathetic.
You're bitter and you're
saying all the nonsense you
bitter
said, you can't say it to my face.
Where do you live at? Do you live in Saudi Arabia?
I live in Saudi Arabia.
Editing Anika back, because while this is going on, the four people, the two white couples that were like changing exes, I don't have time. I cannot remember all these people's names. They're arguing too.
I'm great.
No. Then y'all go for it. Why are y'all ganging up on my boyfriend? They're friends.
Yeah.
I just think it's stupid. I think it's stupid because clearly Johnny is not willing to admit. She spoke about Stacy in a negative way. They caught it on camera. She was being weird. She was being fake. She doesn't want to admit her feelings was hurt when Izzy denied her. Whatever. You got your rebound. Da da da. And her boyfriend don't want to admit that he was a rebound. It's fine. He love his girl. They love each other. Okay. This whole argument is dumb because they keep going back and forth. Nobody's gonna admit that she won't admit that she's fake. I don't know. But let's not get this confused. I don't like Stacy. She rubs me the wrong way. She's weird. Like, I don't like how she speaks to Izzy. Like, I don't know. It's like, it's almost like a rich, white, entitled lady kind of speak. Like, she thinks she his mom. Like, it's weird. Look at it.
I was just trying
Why?
It has nothing to do with Johnny. It was just
That's
about...
cheating.
It was more so about him.
Well, he clearly doesn't want you to look out for him.
I've got to know Chris.
He's not a wounded dog. He's
I know. Let me talk.
I am.
I felt...
And I'm giving my opinion while you talk.
All right, y'all. Now I'm on the couch, folding clothes, eating some food. We on episode 9. We are almost done, Lord. Girls is all doing they dress fit-ins.
But I don't want it to look too trendy.
Yeah. Oh, you look radiant. And you look at your face.
Whatever, da da da. I'm just gonna give my predictions, who I think will say yes or no. I think Milton and... I'm really bad at names, so this is so hard. I think Milton and the Spanish lady, Isabel. Oh my gosh, what is her name? I'm so sorry. I think they will both say yes, and I think that they will get married. Do I think the marriage will last? I think it'll last a little while. I think they got a good 2 years under their belt. I'd bet, you know what I mean? As far as Izzy and Stacy, I think he's gonna say yes, she's gonna say no. As I just said that I was gonna predict the couples, I just realized there's only 2. Am I crazy? There's only 2 people who were like, oh my god, are they gonna be like, there's only 2 couples. And that's kind of odd because Love is Blind be ending with like 5 couples. Like, we had Uche and Aaliyah and she left and then he broke up with her, so I guess that's done. But then you have her and Chris, but they got together after. I feel like the show should, I don't know. Like, now they only have 2 couples. Like, what's the stakes?
Did it cross your mind in that moment when we were at a gas station? Like, do you have a credit card? You say no. Then I ask why. It didn't cross your mind to tell me why.
I literally went back like 5 times. I do not understand what this credit card situation is about. Like, she's like, oh, basically he doesn't have any credit cards, but they're not saying why. Like, they're saying he doesn't have any credit cards for like a crazy reason. It's like, I don't know, does he have like a $100,000 loan out? Like, why does he have credit cards? And I am not crazy. I went back so many times. and they're not saying it. I'm about to Google it. Nobody really knows the full answer because he's being mad vague. But he did say, oh, it's just like $3,500 like in credit card debt, but it seems to be more than that. Some people are speculating bankruptcy, and they're saying also it seems like he's a gold digger, like he found out that she had money and that's why he chose her. I don't know. Episode 9 is confusing me. I don't know what's this little plot twist. He do seem a little lost, but no, the whole situation is just pretty sketchy. I still think that they're not gonna get married, and I think he got a couple more secrets up his sleeve, and he's scaring me, truly.
Like, I'm not in debt. All this stuff paid. It's just bad credit. It wasn't a lot of money. Like, in total, I want to say everything was like $3,500.
And also, that just kind of doesn't make sense to me because everybody has had some form of credit card debt or whatever, I don't know how big y'all go. I don't know how big people's pockets go, but $3,500 in credit card debt is not gonna cause, like, for you to not be able to get a credit card ever again. Like, does that make sense? Like, I don't understand. Like, what's the full scope of the scenario? And then what's a bad credit score? Like, what are we talking? We talking like 400? Because a credit score is fixable. Like, this is what I'm saying. Like, I want to know what's the real tea, what he got going on. All right, y'all, it is the next day and I watched episode 10 on my own accord. I don't know, I just be feeling like sometimes they be dragging this show out. I know I said it already, I had to watch it on 1.5 speed. Like, they just be making it so long. But I was correct. Milton and Lydia ended up together as they should. Again, I think that they were a cute match. Do I know if their relationship is gonna last? I don't know. I would give it a strong 2 years. Let's see what happens at the reunion. And the reunion comes out October 15th. It's October 14th right now. Hopefully I can edit this video and put it up soon. But I'm gonna do a separate video for the reunion. And of course, Mr. Armie Hammer, that's the word I'm looking for. Mr. Armie Hammer, Izzy, and Stacy, they didn't end up together. I just keep it. Also, I don't know, after that last episode especially, something about Izzy is like, it feels like he's hiding something. Like, it just, something's off and I don't know what it is. Like, even when he's like crying about her not wanting him, I don't know, like something in my spirit not saying right with Mr. Izzy. And Stacy, I didn't really care for her anyways. I don't know, I would rate this season probably like a 6 out of 10. I don't know, I think they also have to slow down on these or like something, because I heard they got a lawsuit on them right now and that's why it's like less cast and stuff like that. I don't know, I think they do need to take a little break, make it fresher, because Love is Blind is starting to feel stale, starting to feel a little monotonous, starting to feel a little repetitive. But I don't know, it was cool. Bye guys, see you in the next video.